Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and we finally have the answer to what if the devs just completely gave up and phoned in the most obvious update possible. Well, here we are with the mid that puts the mid in mid-month. This is the update that's coming tonight, guys. It's going to be super exciting. We're getting one brand new uniform. Yeah, it's a rolling patch, so it's going to be just, you close your game, reopen it, and it installs. It prompts you to download. There's no maintenance. It's going to start tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, which is 10 p.m. Eastern time, which is, my Toronto time zone. However, these are usually early, up to an hour early, particularly because this is just one uniform. So I'll be live probably around 9:15 p.m. Eastern time. I don't go live until I know the update is out. So if you don't see me live, the update's not out, basically, or I fell asleep, which is unlikely but possible considering how sleepy this update is. So Nick Fury's getting a new uniform. I am pretty excited for Nick Fury. I think he's cool. Again, the people who work on these, man, they're committed to being mid, just like the patch notes. I can appreciate that they want to reflect, the midness of it all. But if you take a look, if you zoom in, well, you guys can't see because I cut it off. It's getting cut off. Anyways, they did it again. They did it again. The icon overlaps, right? They put the icon in, and it's completely off center. You can tell on the bottom as well. Anyways, it is what it is, guys. This is not an indication of the game's quality declining. We don't make good comments here, okay? We don't use more than one brain cell here, okay? He keeps his good abilities, agent, leadership, weapon master. I'm mentioning this, and this matters because of stage requirements for World Boss Legend Plus, right? There are stages of the newest World Boss, Ebony and Black Dwarf, that has the weapon master tag. So along with Mystique, you're going to have Nick Fury, who's going to be able to provide buffs for that, as well as leadership. So two really good ability tags, but he already had those. His uniform effect gives him 30% damage reduction and then skill damage bonus damage, which is fine. His leadership is 60% increase attack to heroes, which is the same as before, so it hasn't changed. His lead. His Director of Shield passive is basically exactly the same, except they bumped up the supervillain damage from 55 to 60. So they did it, guys. They did the meme. Yeah. And then his other passive care package is a cleanse, which is the same as before, but I have to give them credit. They bumped it up from 2 seconds to 7 seconds. So they did more than triple the debuff cleanse duration for Mr. Fury. That's not bad. It's only for him. It's not for anybody else, but it's not bad. As far as his skills go, not a lot to talk about here. He does have burn, shock, and paralysis on his 5th skill, which could be very good if it's a striker ability, because it'll, you can use it to cancel lots of ABX skills and one ABL as well with the shock. So that's not bad if flare gun is his tier 4 striker skill. He has a 70% proc for one attack on smoke screen shot, and then he has a heal now on his 5th skill, which is not new. Wow, it's exactly the same. Never mind. Okay, he always had 35% heal, and it also gives him a frenzy buff for 20 seconds. Oh, 10 seconds, sorry. Yeah, so this is exactly the same. So everything is exactly the same. I think they just lowered the cooldown on his skills by 1 second. I have this open. They literally did that. I have it open here on my phone. It was 15 seconds, 17 seconds, 16 seconds for his 3, 4, 5, and now it's 14, 16, 15. So yeah, really incremental changes, guys. If I had to guess, I would say that the art team is still here, but that the balancing team either died or got fired, or they're in some sort of punishment zone. They're in maybe like a timeout room. And so in the meantime, they just have one guy who doesn't know, like, he doesn't actually work at Netmarble, or maybe he works there, but he works in like a different department. And they just tell him, hey, man, just put your signature on this. And he's like, okay, yeah, I did that. And then someone else goes in and just tweaks the most basic shit, like, oh, physical damage 100%. Let's make that 105. Hey, we made some changes. So yeah, this is literally the littlest, the smallest amount of work possible to say that this is actually a new uniform. I don't doubt that this is going to look good. I think he's going to have a very cool look, in terms of the character model, and I think the skills are going to look good. Flare gun, mushroom blast. That was my Friday night. Nick Fury combo. I think this is going to look cool. Unfortunately, he's just doing all the same shit as before. So to the players, this feels like a complete, just, you know, copy and paste, as it were. His tier 4, when his striker skill gets used, there's nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing innovative, guys. If you're looking for innovation and excitement and creativity, unfortunately, you're going to have to look in other games right now, okay? MFF has been completely bereft. That means they don't have any. Completely bereft of creativity and innovation since, like, November of last year. I know that's not a long time, but it does feel like a long time sometimes. I have to tell you guys. I know I'm complaining and crying about, like, a 3-month hiatus, but holy shit, did they really have to take a 3-month hiatus? Kind of blows my mind, bro. It's turning into a 4-month hiatus with what I'm about to tell you after this, which genuinely brought me to my knees and almost made me start crying. We'll get to that. Nick Fury's tier 4 effect, he buffs his attack for 10 seconds, and then he buffs active buffs. He increases active buffs effects by 10 seconds. I don't know if that active buff will increase the attack. It's only going to increase it from 60 to 66%. It's not like a huge amount, but it will also affect the buff. So his basic attack buff will go from 80 to 88%, which is something. The HP buff will go up as well to like 39% HP instead of 35. I think they kind of underestimated how much 10% is. It's very, very low. It should have been at least like 15, 20%. But guys, they don't want Nick Fury to be good. They don't want us to enjoy the game. They just want us to barely hang on. Okay, they're trying to appeal to the barely hanging on portion of gamers. All right. And then we have new products. I'm just going to skip all of these, despite needing the video to reach a certain threshold in order for me to run ads, in order for me to feed my family, because I just don't give a shit about hawking their stupid products anymore. Like, I will. Don't get me wrong. I will be excited when the anniversary arrives. I will be like, man, these are really good deals, because they will be really good deals. But right now, it feels pretty bad that the new product portion of the patch notes is as long as everything else. That's when you know the game is in a really good state, guys, and everything is fine, and you shouldn't be upset at all, because products, America. Okay, anyways. And then, yeah, there was some game error fixes that don't really matter, and that's it. That's literally it. Yep. Even someone as, you know, studious as me to the game cannot stretch these patch notes. Listen, they call me the Mr. Fantastic of video stretching. Even I can't do it on this one, guys. However, I do want to point out something, because I did bring this up in more than one video, so I kind of deserve to eat crow here. There is the Director Nick Fury Update Celebration event. And these are just the standard copy and paste events that happen with a new update. Listen, like I said, he looks cool. He's going to look very cool. Am I going to buy the uniform? Yeah, I am going to buy the uniform. Am I going to tier 4 him? Yeah, I probably am going to tier 4 him, because I need the buffs for speed types. But I'm just upset that they couldn't put more effort into this. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not upset with Nick Fury himself as a tier 4. I'm just upset that this seems like the lowest possible effort. The lowest possible effort. Because here's the thing. When they release new uniforms for Iron Man, and it's mostly just a copy and paste, we say, or it's just an incremental buff, and it's not like a big buff for the character. We say, hey guys, like, these are the most popular characters. They're gonna get a lot of uniforms, so there's gonna be a degree of copying and pasting. Okay. And then the lesser characters, like Nick Fury, the less popular characters, they get uniforms, and they're also copy and paste. And we're like, hey guys, you know, these uniforms, they're meant to be support uniforms. They're just kind of whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of copy paste. Okay, so when do we get the non-copy paste uniforms? Right? When do we get the uniforms where we feel like, man, this is a big upgrade? Is it just for the native tier 2 and native tier 3 heroes now? Because there's not that many of them. And like 250, 240 characters in the game are not native tier 2 or native tier 3. So we are in big, deep, stinky shit if this is where the game is going. And like, I don't want to panic. I don't want to like, oh, you know, oh. But it's just annoying, man. I'm just tired and annoyed. Okay, tired and annoyed. Yeah. All right. Anyways, we get a uniform sale. I know some people are excited about that. Whoa, yeah, all the uniforms on sale. Really exciting. Here's what honestly almost destroys my will to make videos for the time being. This Nick Fury growth event lasts until the 18th of March. Yeah. So that means we have to drag our balls through broken glass, for 2 weeks before the next update. I am seriously considering going on hiatus. I hate to say it. I hate to do it. But I don't know if I have 14 videos in the tank, boys. I genuinely don't think I do. I think I have like 10 or 8. So I'm not saying I'm just deleting the channel or anything. Don't panic, whatever. But yeah, I might take like a 2, 3, 4 day hiatus just because this shit is so ass, bro. And they have to know, man. I don't know. Maybe they're just not paying attention anymore. Maybe I feel bad because I think 3RL and the announcer, I think that they genuinely do read the comments, and I think they genuinely do keep track of the feeling of the game. And maybe they're sending, you know, alerts like, hey guys, doesn't look good. Players are bored. Stop with the shit. Stop releasing like 50,000 shitty speed characters back to back to back to back to back. But maybe all of the English-speaking Korean devs at Netmarble got fired. I don't know. Maybe they all moved on to other game platforms. Maybe they're finally releasing that 7 Deadly Sins game. I don't know. Anyways, we have a bunch of other quests. They're cool. They're whatever. Yeah, but this is tough, man. I mean, the events are fine. People who shit on the events, I don't really understand you. Sorry to say this, but the events are good. Like, MFF has good events. The problem is not the events. The problem is that there's not enough content to go with the events, and that's why the events feel so stale, because you want more than just one uniform every 3 weeks. And that's totally fair. Like, that's totally fair. If it was like, you know, if it was Nick Fury and his uniform at tier 4 and Red Hulk tier 4, and they transcended, you know, Quake and Agent 13, you know, some of the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? If they did that, then maybe it's a better update, right? There's more to do. There's more things to engage with, right? There's things for players to do even if they don't have the resources to tier 4 Nick Fury, or they don't want to tier 4 Nick Fury, right? They have other things that they can do. But it's literally just one thing. And big surprise here, guys. Huge shocker. But when you only have one thing in your update, majority of players, you're rolling the dice. They're not going to care about the one thing. That means they're not going to care about your update. But I guess they don't care because the sales are good. I don't know. Anyways. All right, guys. I stretched it out. I did it. I stretched out this loose. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys tonight on the update. Like, I'm still going to cover the update. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, again, like, I'm annoyed and tired. I'm annoyed and tired with MFF right now. It's they're really like stretching it to the limit. They're like, how bullshit can we really get? You know, they're like, they're asking themselves, they're feeling themselves, and they're like, man, can we? I think we can. Like, let's just keep stretching, boys. Keep stretching. And yeah, eventually it's gonna break. But hey, it's not like they haven't experienced that multiple times. See you guys tonight on the live stream, and bring your best bullshit energy, because obviously I'm serving out a lot of bullshit right now, so I'm asking for a lot in return, I guess. Anyways, see you guys tonight on the live stream. Thanks for watching the video. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content, or the thumbs down if you hated it, or just use the thumbs down as a proxy for the patch notes if you want, I guess. And I'll see you tonight. Take care.